So we are at the antique store, but I'm outside. I'm going to try to talk fast because I'm by a busy road, so it may get loud in a minute. What I'm looking for is a pie safe, something that I can use for my pantry and my kitchen, and do away with the one that's from like Lowe's. So anyway, that's what I'm looking for, and I'm also looking for a side table and possibly a new island for my kitchen. Anybody else do that when you got the winter blues and you're thinking about all the spring things? You want to just change everything out. So let's go see what we can find in here. There's nothing outside that I like, so we're going to go inside. Oh, it's sold. Something like this. That's what I'd love to have. Something just old and like that. How did y'all sell that already? It's beautiful. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, so y'all heard me say this is what I'm looking for. Just wait for it. I cannot wait to share with y'all what I was able to find on Facebook Marketplace in this video here very shortly. Okay, so we are going to go check out their upstairs area. I've been here several times over the past year or two, and I remember them having a couple of hutches here in their upstairs area. Why they would bring those upstairs, I do not know. And here they are. They have two of these. I think they're Ethan Allen. I can't remember, but I'll show the tag here in just a minute. But these are not exactly what I'm looking for to use as my pantry in my kitchen. So I'm going to pass on these. All these buildings out here, but I'm not seeing hardly any furniture. The one furniture piece I saw is already sold, so I'm gonna walk around here. Sometimes they have a trailer around here with furniture on it, so I'm gonna go take a peek around here and just see. Nope, don't see it. Just tons of outdoor stuff. I mean, anything you think you might need, he's probably got it. Go see what's in this tent real quick. I didn't see anything. I'm gonna go take a quick peek in these buildings just in case. I don't think they would move a big piece of furniture all the way back here though. They would probably have it up front so they wouldn't have to move it so far. But we're gonna take a glance and just see. Oh, I've already went in two other buildings and I'm not seeing any like hutches or pie safes or anything like that. Lots of just little stuff. Got one more building we're gonna go in real quick. Let's see. Look at that, that's cute. Now I look at this every time I come in here, but it's not for sale. This lady uses it for display only. I usually have some fun little stuff in this room that I like. So we'll take a peek real quick. Yeah, nothing really, a lot of this stuff is the same. That's why I'm not filming a whole lot for y'all, because a lot of the things are just the same stuff that we seen last time we were in here, which was a long time ago. They do have some new pieces, but it's almost overwhelming in here to film. So I'm just glancing, giving y'all a quick glance, and then we'll move along. Okay, so we are getting ready to leave because I did not find anything that I wanted, but let me show y'all what I did find right here on Facebook Marketplace. Y'all, can you believe it? A vintage hutch. I am in love. It was only $150. So I'm going to bring y'all back to the house and show you a little bit of a makeover that we're going to do here in my kitchen. This is some before shots of this back wall here in my kitchen. As you walk in my back door, I have this green wallpaper that has been on here since we've lived here for almost 20 years. And I have this very congested
congested, that y'all tell me it's congested, coffee bar area. And I have to agree, I'm kind of tired of looking at it. And I want to paint these walls the heirloom white, the same color that I painted my kitchen cabinets, my upper kitchen cabinets. Here's that big pantry that I'm talking about. To the left of it, you can see there's a breaker box back there that I want to cover up. I have a little black shelf over there to the left holding all of like my baking supplies. So I want to get all of that moved. It's just needing a good refresh here in this kitchen. So I'm giving you as good as I can before shots, and then we're going to start moving everything out, get this thing painted, and then show y'all the after here in just a minute. And yes, I did paint right over this wallpaper. I would have had to replace the paneling under these if I would have tried to get this wallpaper off because there was no budging it. But I did have to go around and kind of patch some stuff as you see here before I went to paint it. I had to do some caulking, and it's not a perfect looking wall once I get finished. But once everything else is back in place, you really can't tell. Some of these seams are not the best, but we're going to work with what we got for now because I really don't want to be pulling out paneling and replacing that. So I'm just patching, and then I'm going to paint it and give you a good up close look here at this hutch that I only paid, I think, did I say $150? You heard that correctly, and it looks almost exactly like the one that was in that antique store. I am in love with this. Up against this white wall, it has the most adorable little latches on it, y'all. Now, I do have to add some little, what are they called? Magnets. I need to add a couple of little magnets to the doors because the bottom one doesn't want to close really good, and there was a hole in the back of one of these little shelves that we took a piece of flooring, my husband did, and cut it, and we wood glued it on there, and this one right there, and you really can't even tell. I think they might have been using it for an entertainment center at one point. So yes, I am super excited to have this big furniture piece. Thrifting on Facebook Marketplace is fun too, y'all. And now you may be wondering, where in the world is all of your food? Once I show you this after with some of the food and stuff in it, I do have a huge pantry. I turned a pantry, no wait, excuse me, let me back up. I turned a closet in my office into a large like walk-in pantry, overflow pantry. So I really don't need a lot of pantry space here in the kitchen. I just keep in here what we have open and use the most on a daily basis. And then the rest of all of my pantry items that I buy in bulk and different things like that are in another area. I have a basket of baking potatoes up here. My little toothpicks are over here. And then this is cereal. So I take the 1 gallon glass jars, let me get this to focus, and put our cereal in there. It just looks nicer than having a cereal box in here because of, you know, the glass. Then I have some cookbooks, my beautiful little thrifted Wexford cookie jar. And so when I bake something, cookies or anything like that, I can store that in there. Okay, and right here, I was talking to y'all, but something happened on my camera and the audio was horrible. So I'm going to do just a little voiceover here for a short period. So what I'm telling you is that I am just putting some of my items here in the pantry in some of these mason jars. I like how this looks also. It's just some snacks for the kids mostly when they come over here so they can see what all I have. And I can also see what I have and how much is left. So I'm loving that. And then just the rest of the pantry here is mostly just snacks. Like I said, we don't keep a lot of the, you know, meal preparation type food items in here. We keep those in another pantry. I just have some little crackers here in this drawer and some little chip clips. And then in the other drawer, I just have some tortillas, some rolls, again, some more snacks because that's mostly what's in here. Chick-fil-A sauces are all in that basket. And again, just some more things, you know, like from Sam's. A lot of stuff down here is items that my daughter can reach. Elizabeth, she uses a wheelchair, so we need things that are, you know, very accessible for her. So this works perfectly for her. Now what I'm going to do is try to put a couple of magnets on these doors because even though this hutch has this little hook, and I'll show that to y'all here in just a little bit, you don't always want to reach in there and use that hook to get this door to close. So I thought maybe adding a little magnet to the corner of the doors and then the little piece of wood that's here on the inside of the cabinet. Anyway, so I'm going to try to use a little bit of hot glue to hot glue a piece of magnet on the door and then this piece of wood that I'll show y'all here in just a minute. So let's get busy trying to get that to work. Yeah, right there. Y'all can kind of see where I'm pointing. That way you don't have to use that hook every time.
this little hook right here as well, but we really don't want to keep that hooked every time, you know, you want to close it. You don't want to have to reach in there and do that, but it does have that little option in there as well. So that's why I thought just doing the magnet, you could just kind of push it closed, but that does hold it in there as well. Just in case you were wondering what that hook was for if you saw it. It has a little latch over here and you just hook it through, but it's kind of inconvenient to have to undo that every time you want to, you know, get in this cabinet like that. It's not hard, but it's just, you know, a process.
Okay, I wanted to give y'all one last look here at some of these befores. Y'all, I am absolutely in love with how this turned out. I could not have asked to find a better hutch for my kitchen. It has probably been 2 years that I have been waiting to find the perfect hutch. And when I found that one at the antique store, it was exactly what I wanted, and then I saw the sold sticker on it. But that just goes to show you, keep being patient. I came home that night and saw on Facebook Marketplace that there was one for $150 that I loved even more. So I am beyond excited to now have this little hutch. It just completes this whole other side of my kitchen, and I love it. Okay, I hope that y'all enjoyed today's video. I know that it was definitely different. And yes, you can thrift your furniture, even your pantry for your kitchen. I hope that y'all enjoyed seeing this little home makeover here in my kitchen area. We hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful Easter. We love y'all, and I'll see you next week with a brand new video.